Quick update on the small city garden. Strawberries have given us everything they're going to give us. We had potatoes on the bottom. About half a dozen decent potatoes came out. Zucchini. It's given us a few. Tomatoes, the weather's been shocking this year, so not excellent. But we have got some coming through. Basil, that's been great. We've taken loads of cuttings from that. You can see if you keep cutting them, you get more growth and it gets bushy. So that's excellent. Put a bit more lettuce in there. The cucumbers, we have interplanted with basil down here, and they are coming along. There's a cucumber there. There's a cucumber there. Cucumber here. I'm going to let it go as high as possible and frame it up on top. We've got some peppers there. See how those come along. And also in the back, if you remember, we put a cucumber plant back there. It always doesn't do well when it starts off, but as it goes higher it does better up because the light gets to it. And again, some tomatoes coming here, but I don't know if they're going to get red this year. So moving along, outdoors we have some extra lettuce planted. This is the bushy variety lettuce. Marigold. 2 lettuce. Interesting to see here. We harvested the lettuce and left the stem. You see it grew another lettuce from the side of it. So I've just put some more radishes in there just to see how they do. Marigolds and some spring onions in the middle. And then here you can see, if you remember that nasturtium, however you say that, we put in a pot. It doesn't do great in a pot, but it's kind of just all over the place. We had some little peas here. We've got a little max down there. And okay, so we harvested the potatoes. I didn't make videos because we harvested it one at a time, a pot at a time, and then as we harvested it, we just put in bush beans in there. This zucchini is not doing too great this year, so you'll see that it's just the weather's not been great, but I'll show you some that are doing good. Excuse me. Okay, so you can see here we put some corn in there and some more broad beans after we harvested the potatoes. Another one there, so it's reusing this space. These are literally 2 weeks old. And you'll notice in the fridge, that's what you call a zucchini. I'll probably call it bigger size now. So you can see that's the zucchini there. We've had 3 or 4 off this already. We planted pumpkins, if you remember, and it did not do well enough, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, hand pollinated. Look at that beauty. We've got a pumpkin, not bad, hand size, it should survive hopefully. That's jack-o'-lantern. We've had enough harvests off here. We've got peas again, and you can see sunflower there. And I'll go back and show you there. Marigolds. We put some sweet peas in here, but we need a bigger pot, I think, because they didn't do very well there. The strawberries we had inside, I've moved them to the back here. There's some weeds growing here, so I need to get rid of those. And what else do we have that I can show you? Okay, so in this one we did a bit of a test experiment. We left a pumpkin, small one, didn't do too well. In the back, that needs to go. Look at this there. What have we got here? What's that? We've got a few off this, but they're not doing as well as last year. Then we've got our little wishing well, and also the plums seem to be doing okay. So you'll see the plum, not biggest, but we've got some up here. And then if you recall, behind the plum tree we had sweet peas and we had pumpkins. The pumpkins are coming up. These are like the small variety, but they're not being pollinated, so we might hand pollinate them. And back here, if you remember, we did the corn. Look how big the corn's gone. And little bits and bobs. Put some extra cabbages in, And this bit we got some broccoli, I think, or cabbage, I can't remember, one of the two. And you can see the plum tree is doing well, and the hydrangea is doing good here. And we also have a pumpkin up here. So if you remember, this one is growing in the corner of this bed here. It's going to, let me show you a view from further behind, and that's just all over the place. But yeah, just letting everything get on with it. That's the kale there. So wasn't the best year this time, some apples, but it's okay. Could be worse. We could have had nothing. We had loads of bush bean harvests, peas and other stuff. So let me show you my standard view, like that. Come on. Okay, wait, sit.